Arguing with an emotional woman is a losing game always. Not because she's stupid, not because she's wrong, but because the argument was never about logic to begin with. You come in with the facts, she comes in with the feelings, and feelings don't debate, they override. She is not listening to understand you. She's listening to reload because every word that you say becomes ammo. Every explanation turns into leverage. Every attempt to clear things up just digs you even deeper. And by the end of it all, facts are buried, guilt is now here, and somehow you're the villain and she's the victim. That is not a discussion. That is emotional chaos. And here's what men don't want to hear. The more you argue and snap back, the weaker you look. Strong men do not chase validation through debates. They don't try to win emotionally charged conversations. They also don't need to prove reality to somebody who's already decided how they feel. Silence does what logic never will. It frustrates, it removes the fuel, and it starves the chaos. So, detachment is your power. Your calm is your dominance, and the control is everything. Kings do not argue with pigeons. They don't knock over the pieces. They don't roll in their mess. They walk away. They stay unmoved. They let the noise die on its own. That is not your weakness. That is your mastery. Learn it.
I think I've realized something. What you're outlining here was a really big issue between me and my husband. He would bring up something that I had done that had hurt his feelings, and the conversation would switch to me somehow defending my value. I grew up basically being a golden child in my family. My family was pretty fucked up, and I was like the only proof that my parents had that they were doing okay. And in that way, it became a really big deal when I messed up. My brother would miss school and it was fine, but if I missed school, it was the end of the world. Because of that, I internalized this sense of essentially, I cannot be bad. I have no value if I am bad. And so when my husband would point out legitimate things that I had done that hurt his feelings, it triggered that sense of, holy fuck, I'm bad. And then the conversation where he's just trying to tell me how he's feeling comes into a fight about whether or not I had even done something wrong. So basically dismissing his feelings. Yeah. In my desperation to be good, I hurt people's feelings.
Why are today's women so filled with hatred towards men, yet they will still engage with men for attention and resources?
Because women are desperate sometimes. Not me, though.
Because everybody needs to survive. Everyone needs to survive, period. But I think it's scarier for women nowadays just because there's a lot of different energies, like male energies. And as a woman, I can say I choose the bear any day.
We are way more superior than you guys. Without women, men wouldn't exist. You guys are actually nothing. Because without us, you're useless. You wouldn't even be born. Okay? And all men, whether you were with them for 10 years or not, will cheat and lie. So it doesn't really matter.
Are you attracted to men at all, or?
Am I? Yes. Well, I'm bisexual, yeah. I was actually with a man for 10 years. We just broke up like about a year ago, so.
And I just want you to rewatch this video and pay attention to all the men in the background. Not even paying attention to what she's doing. Even though she's wearing something that's probably revealing, I want you to pay attention to all of the boys in the background that ain't even paying her no mind, just walking around. She's choosing the bear because the bear is going to leave her alone. But all those men in the background that she's talking about is going to bother her. It's just walking by her, not even paying her any attention.
Here's something men don't understand about women, and it's very unfortunate because it's driving me insane. We want it just as much as you do, if not more. Sometimes we want it bad, but it's not just gonna happen. It's not just gonna happen. We want to feel safe and valued and cherished. And the thing is, we also put you in a box sometimes. We also think like, this guy, I don't see a future with him, but it could be fun, it could be casual, but we still want to be taken out on a date. We want you to show some effort. We want to feel like you're trying a little bit to get in our pants, but actually trying. Texting me, what are you up to? What are you doing tonight? Wanna hang? It's not actually trying. It's just typing on your phone. You just need one date in this case. If it's just casual, you only need one fucking date. Your one date for getting laid. Just try a little bit. It's not so hard. We're not asking for much, especially when we feel like it's casual with you. I don't see this with you. I don't really like your personality that much, but I feel like you have nice biceps. I feel like you can move your hips to an extent. So we're saying like, what the fuck? Yeah, let's just go on a date with him and go back to his place. Like, I don't care. But please, don't be like, hit me up when you're in my neighborhood. Dude, nobody wants to do that. Just be like, when are you free? Okay, let's go to this place for drinks. Like, it's not so hard. I'm tired. I'm honestly, like, tired.
So the thing about this is sometimes you're not as good as you think you are. So if a man is thinking about it, he would just go to a professional. It would make more sense if he just goes to a professional. Somebody who's done this before, so he can get more bang for his buck. No pun intended, really, but that's the way it's going to end up. So he can get more for his money, basically. A lot of women, I know y'all probably don't think you do, but a lot of ladies, they're not that great at, in the bed activities. Lay there, or they might have like a few tricks up their sleeve. Might moan a little bit here and there, but you're not good at it. The man is going to be doing the majority of the work. So the man has to take you out to a nice restaurant. Well, you want it to be an event. So tell me, the whole 9 yards. Bring me flowers. Really work for it. Bring me flowers. Pick me up. Take me to a nice hip spot. It might not need to be super expensive, but take me to a nice hip spot. Basically wine me and dine me, and then lead me into it very smoothly, right? Hey, let's hang out at your place, have a nice clean place. Just make it an experience so I can Instagram everything. So basically I don't have to pay for anything, and then I'll give you some. Once again, it's not that great. It's not going to be that great coming from you. Number one. Number two, you're getting something out of the deal as well. You're you're able to sleep with that man too, because you're attracted to him too. So how come you're not paying? How come you're not going half? If it's what both of you want, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense once you start thinking about it. And that's what I'm saying. You guys are going to want a man to come in at some point in time. I think I heard another woman talk about the same thing, where she wanted a man to start taking her on dates, and they were friends with benefits. They had always been that. They were friends with benefits, and she wanted him to start taking her out on dates. No, no. Y'all are going to want men to take you seriously. You're going to want men to marry you. You're going to want men to respect you. And this is the type of stuff that y'all be talking about.
I actually don't hear a lot of people talking about how different breakups feel when you start dating like higher echelon men and higher value men. Like when you're dating like an average guy or even like a below average guy, you guys break up and like there's shit you can hate on. You can think like, wow, he was a loser. He like was a bum. He had no drive in his life. He didn't have a job. He was a horrible boyfriend, whatever. But when you date upper level men and then have to go through breakups with them, you can't say any of that shit. The guy you were dating was educated, made lots of money, had an amazing job, took care of himself, looks good, is tall, etc., and has lots of options. Like, there's nothing you can attack for your own ego. And on top of that, a lot of people in breakups love to be like, well, they're gonna regret that. They're gonna regret fumbling me. But when you're dating higher value men, they probably won't, because they can replace you like that. So yeah, I've raised my standard and I'm dating like way better guys now, but going through breakups with them is not for the weak.
Women that make hating men their whole personality really irritate me. Because if you hate men, why do you still fuck them? Why do you still seek validation from them? Why do you still text them? Why do you still have their babies? You get what I'm saying here? Like, it's very confusing. There was this one girl, her name is Drew, I think. Her whole entire platform that she's created, I thought she was funny in the beginning. I'm in a happy, loving relationship, and there's no reason to, like, hate men. But she made her whole platform on hating men. And women follow her and look up to her. And she has a fucking husband. How can you hate him? How can you hate men, but you have a husband? I always think the girls that follow her and comment are like delusional because she has a husband. She does not hate men. She's tricking you guys. But anyways.
Okay guys, I'm gonna give you a little tip. So if you're dating a woman and she asks you for space, a couple days, like a couple hours, that's fine. But anything more than a week, months, she's double dipping. She might be testing it out with someone else to see if it works out before fully letting you go because she doesn't want to lose all her options. Or there's definitely someone that has her interest, but there's definitely someone else in the picture that is taking her attention. So don't fall for the space thing. It's usually not a good sign, and it usually means your relationship is over.
Unpopular opinion. Being a man has to be one of the most difficult things in this world, because when I hear some of the requests that women have and how they can contradict themselves, I get confused. It's like, I don't need you to be too sensitive, but how dare you not share your feelings and your emotions with me? I need you to be a good leader, but understand that I won't be following you and I won't be listening to you, and you can't lead me anywhere. But be a good leader. Be strong and show a level of vulnerability, but not too much, because then strength and vulnerability cannot coexist together, because now I'm going to think that you're weak. I want you to be truthful and honest, but not too truthful to where you telling me the truth about me, and now I got to feel some type of way towards you because you're supposed to be on my side at all points in times. Read my mind, but don't you dare assume that you know what I'm thinking. Meet my needs, even though I'm not going to tell you what my needs are all the time, but I expect for you to just know somehow. Be financially stable, but make sure you have a whole bunch of time, even though it takes time to make money. Now, when you hear some of these requests out loud and you see how they contradict themselves, don't it sound silly? And wouldn't you be just as confused as he is?
Attractive girls get online and say and do stuff. That's who they be focused on. So every time you see a pretty girl make a video and talk about how she be disgusted when men talk to her when she out, how she don't like it when men look at her, men have conversations with her, don't talk to her. Like, when she makes videos like that, the men are paying attention. When women like that are making videos, the men are paying attention, right?
Yeah.
And so they figure, okay, well, this must be what it is. This must be what women want, right? It don't matter about the women who ain't really that attractive, who get online and be like, oh my God, we want you to talk to us when you out. Like, they're not listening to you. They listening to the girls who they find attractive and what those girls are saying, right? So you can't counteract the girls who they find to be attractive and them saying silly stuff online. So back to the point. Because those girls are getting online and saying silly stuff like that, when men go out now, they not hollering at you, they not bothering you, and they not getting up out their seat to let you have it. You know what?
Man, y'all don't want to leave your house.
No, stay away. Stay away. We are in the house. Gym, home, work, home again. Maybe go to mama house. Maybe go to dad house. That's about it. I'm not gonna say we not messing with y'all, but y'all not about to mess up our peace. Y'all been trolling us ever since y'all got on this internet. Ever since that creator fund came out, y'all been acting up, talking out y'all necks, and now when you go outside, there ain't nobody to be outside with. I knew y'all would get tired of being with your girls. You can only go on so many dinner dates with your girls and act like you having fun. We in the house. You said leave you alone. You chose the bear. Now what? Go on a date with the bear.
Listen, I thought this video was hilarious. Shout out to him because it's true. It's so stupid. God forgive me. Like, come on. You chose the bear. You screamed and you hollered. We don't need men. We tired of y'all. Don't look at us exactly like he said. Don't talk to us. Oh my God, why are you approaching me? Because basically, I'm better than you. I got a job. That's the type of stuff that men have had to hear. They think that because men aren't as vocal, that they don't either have feelings or they don't care. Or
I'm going to say this for audience. Listen, when a woman is posting provocative pics, she wants attention.
No.
She wants to use you.
You're right.
She wants to use you for attention. Ladies.
Thank you, Arnor.
Thank you for keeping it real.
Thank you, Arnor.
I want attention.
I fuck with you for that. So, fellas, stop giving free attention. If they're not giving you nothing in return,
No one asked for it, though.
if they're not giving you nothing in return, swipe past those. Don't even like them motherfuckers. Swipe past it.
Men are really simple creatures.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
They
not
all
the
they want. If
creatures.
you want to keep a man, he likes respect, keep his balls drained, keep his stomach fed, and give him peace.
That was actually my question.
That was what?
That was my question for the panel. I was going to ask what do men want. She just literally named every single thing.
Like, why do relationships have to be just so regarded onto what?
You cannot trust any woman that's with a man because women who date men are stone cold liars. Their whole personality is a lie. Everything about them is a lie. In order to keep a man, a woman got to perform. She got to pretend. She got to tell lies and fabricate shit to make him like her because he know if she tell the truth and show it for real, she gonna get ghosted. She gonna tell that dude whatever he wanna hear. The only time she gonna tell the truth is after she catch him cheating, after she mad. Women only tell the truth after they get mad. Women do not tell the truth. So when they tell you the truth, it's because they either don't like you, they mad, but any other time, they'll lie to you. It's not even a question if she gonna lie about something. You know she gonna lie if she got a man.
I think a lot of these modern women in general are liars. They have to finesse and finagle to get their way. What else do you want them to do? They don't have any real skills. They don't have any real social skills. That's why some of these women go out there and they get educated. Right now, some of these women are doing it just because that's what they want to do. They want to find something they're passionate about. They want to get a job. They want to build a career. They want to build a life. But then there's these modern women where they go and get all of these accolades so they can brag and say how much better they are than the next person, women included. So some of you ladies are friends with these types of women where they go and do stuff and they go and get stuff just so they can brag and say, oh, I'm the best. I'm a bad bee. I'm a girl boss. I'm this, and this. And they really didn't study. They really didn't pay attention. And you ask them a question about their degree, they don't know anything about it. Nothing. Can't tell you one professor that they sat in a class with. Nothing about it. Can't even tell you what the campus looked like. Nothing. Just trash people in general.
She got a whole bunch of options. It's different because the woman's natural proclivity is not to have many men. You don't look for quantity. The woman's natural biological urge is to look for quality. You ladies want quality. You're looking for the best man. You're hypergamous. A lot of money.
Had a positive interaction with the man, and the fact that I feel like talking about it is why I need to talk about it because it's so important. So I went to a breakfast spot to get some food. I'm in between clients right now, and there was a lot of people there when I arrived, and so there were some seats and everybody was kind of already sitting down, and I just moved to the side and was scrolling on my phone waiting on my food. Then this gentleman was like, excuse me, would you like to sit down? And I was like, oh no, like I'm fine. Like I looked and I was like, I don't want to put him out, like whatever. I didn't really care to sit. And then I looked to my left and I was like, oh, there's a bunch of seats that just came available. I was like, I'll just sit over there. And he was like, no, have a seat. And then he moved over a seat and then I sat down. And then in my mind, I was like, oh man, like I wonder if he wants to ask my number. Like then I have to do the whole thing. And now I'm sitting right next to him. And then I was like, whatever, F it. Like I'll just say no, it's fine. And, he didn't. He didn't. Like, he didn't ask for my number. He didn't have any more conversation for me after that. And I was just like, oh, wow. Like, this was so positive. Like, he genuinely just did something because he felt like being a gentleman or wanting me to be comfortable. And it's not that these things don't happen to me all the time. They do, but they usually do not happen without a, oh, but, you know, you real cute. Like, let me get your number. Women are so conditioned to protect themselves from men that we're always trying to get ahead of whatever the ask could be, whatever the thing could be that puts me in debt to you, or that puts you in expectation of my body, my time, my engagement with you, my attention, right? And so yes, I understand when men are like, it's crazy that when we're just being nice, you think we're flirting. It's because most of the time your peers are. And so it's hard to know when there is no expectation, because oftentimes engagements and interactions with men require some sort of exchange, whether we agree to it knowingly before the ask, before the interaction or not. There's usually always something on the other side of an engagement with a man, unless they are a family member. And that is what makes it so hard for us to interact with you. This is why we have attitudes when we're out, because we don't always want to be sexualized. We don't always want to be romanticized. We just want to exist sometimes with our fellow human beings who happen to be male or male presenting. And so I just like, it is so refreshing to have moments and to have alternative experiences where I can just exist with men without expectation. And are like, I mean, but y'all say y'all want men to connect with you and this and this and this. It's like, yeah, but sometimes, like, why do all of our interactions with men have to be romantic? It was so refreshing to just be able to sit by him and nothing was expected from me after that. I think he even got on the phone and was having a conversation. It was so chill. And then my food was ready. And so I just want to say, like, I want men to realize that every interaction with women does not have to be sexualized. It does not have to turn into a romantic encounter. And we actually appreciate that so much. It allows us, like, if you care about women, it allows us to feel safer and more relaxed in the world. And yes, there will be times where you should take action, right? You should like try and get a number. And I can't tell you when the exact best times are. And, but I think taking social cues and just not being so pressed for every interaction to validate your manhood by asking for numbers or trying to, hit something, it will really go a long way for men and women's mental health. So I don't know. I just wanted to share that. Ladies, let me know your thoughts.
Somebody in the comments said, who do y'all think that men are? And that's exactly the question that we need to continue asking these modern women. Who are you thinking a man is going to be? You know what I mean? I don't know. It looks like she says she's a therapist here. A therapist. What are you thinking a man is going to be doing? I mean, once again, these are the types of people that go to school. They go to school and then they come out with this right here. This line of thinking, this line of reasoning. And this is a person that's giving out therapy to somebody else. If you think this way about men, what therapy are you giving out? I'd like to know.
Ladies, I'm coming for you today, and y'all know I'm on your side. I'm usually like the men on this page. If y'all know, you know. And 87% of my engagement is women, so I'm gonna need y'all to come to the front. Please, sit down. We need to talk. Don't kill me for saying this. Why do you guys have such high expectations that you're marketing yourself out of the dating pool? I think as women, you guys are making your expectations for men way too high. Why do you feel the need that a man has to buy you a Louis Vuitton on a Tuesday to show love? Well, he bought me a Louis Vuitton bag, so he loves me. Baby, that's not love, though. First date, okay? Well, I'm not picking me up unless he takes me to Carbone and he picks me up with a driver. And what? What are we doing? Ladies, okay, let's back it up. Why are we asking men to do things like that when they don't even know you, okay? They don't know you. You don't know them. All you see is their face. All they see is your face. You're assuming because of what you look like that a man is going to wine and dine you and buy you designer and take you out on vacation when he doesn't even know you.
And it's rather presumptuous of you to feel like you're so attractive or you're such a great person in so many ways that man would do that. It's rather presumptuous of you to think that. That could be you, but off rip?
No. And then on top of that, hate to say it, don't kill me, but what are you bringing to the table? And I know women are like, well, men should never ask us what we bring to the table. We're the women. Okay, so that's social media. That's social media ruining your guys' brains into thinking that what you're seeing on the internet is real. Okay, it's not real. The girls who are getting the AMG GL 353s paid for in cash by their mans, Birkin bags for their Christmas, Turks and Caicos for their birthdays. Okay, their men are probably boys or scammers, trappers, and they be in 35 other girls at the same time, treating that girl like absolute shit. But that's the main one, so they're gonna get all the bags and stuff. Like, y'all, it's not real. I promise you, it's not real. I live in a big city. I live in Dallas. Moving from a small town to Dallas, I learned it's not real. It's 100% fake. And what you're seeing on the internet is making you think that that's reality and that's what a man has to provide for you. Also, let's state, why do you feel that a man has to provide for you for those things if you can't provide for them for yourself?
And it's also alarming that women are doing this. It's also alarming that women are putting out this type of content, knowing that they have a following of young ladies and even older women, impressionable women that say, oh man, I want that too. Well, you got to tell them exactly what's going on. At least give them the game. If you're going to put that type of content out, say, hey, now this is what I had to do for this. Hey, I just being upfront. This is what my relationship looks like. That's why, there was a woman that put out something. Oh, this is what my husband does for me. He bought me this, da, 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 da. Okay, well, put out the other side. What do you do for your man? So these women can know what to expect. Well, just to let y'all know, I'm not just out here thinking I'm just going to get something from my husband for nothing. I actually do this, and this for him. So I don't want y'all out here thinking that y'all don't have to do anything and y'all don't have to reciprocate.
Ooh. Let me repeat that. Why do you feel like a man has to provide that for you if you cannot provide that for yourself? If you want a $1,500 Louis Vuitton bag, okay? And you're like, oh, well, that man should be able to buy me the Louis Vuitton bag because if he likes me, he will do that. And you can't buy yourself the Louis Vuitton bag. Why are you expecting the man to be able to buy it for you? Oh, well, he's a man. He should make more money. He should do. Yeah, but you also are a grown ass woman. You're an adult and you need to be able to take care of yourself as well. Am I tripping? It really breaks my heart for these women out here because y'all, I love you. I love my women. Okay. I love y'all so much. But why are you doing that to yourself? You're making yourself so unapproachable and so undateable by talking to a man for 3 days. And then you're expecting him to move mountains and he doesn't even know you. Like, y'all want to skip, you want to go from A to Z and you want to skip B, C, D, E, F, G. Like, you don't want to get to know the person. You don't want to get to know the man, see if y'all have anything in common, see if y'all have chemistry and grow in that with them. You just, oh, he's a man. I just want to run his pockets. Why? Like, that's his money. That's his hard-earned money. If y'all grow into something and you have chemistry and you have great personalities and y'all are hitting it off and he likes you, he will give you the world. I promise you. I've had it happen. That's just a man's intuition. Like, when he loves you and cares about you, he will do it automatically without you asking.
And you said it. You just want to run his pockets. Well, I have a reason to, because they get it easily. The patriarchy gives it to them so easily. They just have to wake up and go outside and pick some money off the money tree. It's there for the taking. That's what modern women think about men and how they get money. They don't think that they have to earn it. They legit think that they work harder than men. They really do. Even, well, I do more of the domestic labor and this and that. They really think even with all their domestic labor and all that added up, they're still doing more work than men. And it's literally not true.
But you on date number 1 or date number 2, date 3, talking about where's my this, where's my that? Oh, well, are you going to send the car? Oh, well, I'm hungry. Send me food. Oh, this fucking Louis Vuitton bag is cute. They're going to be like, bruh, what's my last name? And you're not even going to know. It's like, we've got to get out of that mindset. And it hurts me because for women like me who want nothing from a man, I don't even ask men how much money they make because I literally don't care. I date for personality. I date for if you're a little cute patootie. I date if you have drive, ambition. I date if you'd be a good husband, if you'd be a good father. Like, and you have to have a job. I mean, obviously I have standards. Like, there's certain things that you just have to have in order to speak to me, but I'm never in a man's pockets because 1, I can do it myself. And 2, that's not his job unless we're together. Like, it's just not. And that's how I see it. Like, I love to do chill, like, first dates and second dates. Cause 1, the big dates like scare me. Like, I don't want to be wined and dined. That makes me feel uncomfortable. Let's do something fun. Let's do something chill just to see if we even like each other. But y'all making it so hard because you're so consumed with social media and seeing the shit that is fake. Like, I promise you, when you see the girls that have everything, like, they're miserable. And the 1% that aren't, amazing. You found it. You found it. Good for you. Amazing. But I'm telling y'all, it's not real. It's not real. So much comes with all of that stuff. And y'all need to learn how to grow with a man. Build money with a man. Be empowered with a man. Like, and when y'all come together like that, that's a very unbreakable bond. And when you get into that unbreakable bond with a man, I promise you, he will give you every last dollar he has. He will give you the world. Because he just will.
Nobody's telling you to go in there and just spend on a man with reckless abandon. You know what I mean? Nobody's going in there and telling you to love a man with reckless abandon. Like she said, that crap is social media. No, you don't have to put all of your trust in the man up front. You build that over time. That's what a relationship is. The reason that you're out here going on dates is you're trying to build rapport with the man. And then you've gotten to a place to where you feel comfortable enough saying yes or accepting his proposal when he says, hey, I would like to be exclusive. What do you think? He might go through his whole spiel. Well, I was thinking this, and this. Maybe on the 3rd, 4th, or 5th date, he goes through his whole spiel. Like, yeah, maybe y'all been, doing this whole thing for a month and a half. And he goes on this whole spiel about, well, I wanted to talk to you about something else. We've been, kind of dating for about a month and a half now. And I really like you. I like talking to you. I like hanging out with you. I like this, and this. And I feel like, I haven't been paying anybody any attention. I'm not really on the dating apps anymore. As a matter of fact, I deactivated my dating apps just because, I'm trying to go all in with you. And I kind of wanted to know what you thought about going exclusive, you and I being exclusive. You say what you want, you respond. That's him having a mature conversation with you, and y'all become exclusive. So y'all just continue to keep doing the things that you were doing. We're not talking about paying no bills. We're not talking about doing any of that. Y'all just keep on going on dates. That's how it's going to go. That's how you're going to do it. You keep on going on dates, doing your thing, and then maybe about 3, 4, 5 months, you might need help during that time. Maybe you need him to change a flat tire because, okay, let me come. I'm at work. I'm on my way right now. All right, cool. But this talk about paying rent, paying bills, absolutely not. He might give you something or buy you flowers or buy you a little gift. Okay. But paying your bills and stuff like that, y'all are not living underneath the same roof. Maybe, I don't know. And the timeline, I'm just giving you a timeline. I'm just giving you a template or something, like an example. Some people are able to do this within 2 months. Some people it takes 2 years. But maybe within about 6, 7, 8 months, he says, hey, we've been having a great time. I feel like, you have some really good values and I'm wanting to take this to the next level. He drop on one knee. And so for that reason, I want to think, basically for that reason, I'm thinking I want to spend my forever with you or something like that. Something around those, whatever he going to say, he know what he going to say to you. I'm thinking about spending forever with you, down on one knee, open the box, present it to you. What do you say? He probably got it all set up. He probably didn't ask your sisters, your brothers, your mothers, your mother, your father, all that. He didn't talked about all of that. He didn't got all of that arranged. All you got to do is think about it and say yes. You say yes, married, planning a wedding. Don't be a jerk when you're planning a wedding. Even though it's your big day, your special day, he has input into the wedding. It's his wedding too. It's not all about you. Number one. Number two, y'all done got to break the bank and spend every dime you got on the wedding. You got to think about the honeymoon. Where y'all want to go? Y'all want to go somewhere nice. How much PTO do you have? Where are you going to go? How much does it cost? Number two. Number three, when we get back home, we got to move. If we're not already moved in with each other, we got to move our stuff over to his house, over to her house. Who's got the biggest place? Are we getting a place together? We got to put a deposit down. Do we have pets? Even more of a deposit. First month rent, last month, however they do it. Application fees. You got to think about all of that stuff. You don't want to break the bank on a wedding. And when you move in together and y'all start doing life together, some more challenges come with that. You got to communicate. I know you love each other. I know you're passionate about each other. I know you want to be all over each other. You want to stay in the honeymoon for as long as you can. But you're going to have to communicate. You're going to have to learn, as a lot of these older couples say, to fight fair. No hitting below the belt. No, oh, well, that's why your feet stink. And, just stupid stuff like that somebody's insecure about. And if you say something, if that slip out like that, you go in there and apologize. Oh, well, I didn't find the right time. Make the right time. Go in there and apologize. Right? But throughout that whole process, you're building trust with that person. That's how you create and maintain a stable relationship over a number of years, over a period of years. You don't walk in there, as he doesn't either, with full total confidence and trust, because you don't really know each other. I know y'all saying y'all love each other. I know y'all sitting at the altar looking googly eyed at each other, but y'all don't really know each other yet. That's okay. Over time, you're going to build that connection. Dang. But stop trying to use men all the time.
Gentlemen, stop putting so much pressure on yourselves. I'm telling you, no matter what, you look hot, okay? You do. You gotta stop. I was waiting for these construction workers to let the cars go by, right? Because they were stopping traffic, basically. And I was just sitting there and I was like, half these guys, you look good, baby. Why are you guys so hard on yourselves? Seriously. I mean, I don't know if these people were good people, but I'm just saying, you guys put so much on your looks and so much pressure on yourselves, and you hate on a body part. Usually it's your calves for some reason. Don't get it twisted, no matter what these girls say, which is, I don't know, what they're saying right now is wild, honestly. But in all honesty, all those mother effers, they'll do whatever for the right man. You don't have to be perfect. Most of you don't even have to be freaking considering yourselves hot. Just again, stop pressuring yourself so much. Be nice. Be nice. You're a man. I was thinking about it and I was like, dude, do you have a penis? Okay, then you're good. You're good. Because guess what? Women love men. Okay? So.
Well, I appreciate that, but that's exactly what's going on. Women are saying, or some of these women are saying, that men are trash. They haven't seen a good looking man in years. Oh, I see baddies all the time, but I've only seen 1 to 2 good looking men all year. And so when you hear that type of stuff and they tell you that type of stuff to your face, it kind of does something to your confidence. And so you're like, oh, okay. All right. It's just what modern women do is they constantly say this type of stuff over and over again. And they try to implant this type of thinking into a man's psyche.
I don't know. I just think that society is already so hard on everyone, especially in America. And when I think about men and then also where we're at right now, if you guys loved yourselves, I'm telling you, even more girls will like you. So, and don't be arrogant about it, but God made you the way that you are for a reason. And I guarantee there's more than one woman that likes you. So I'm sure you'll find one. And when you do find one that is actually nice, and this is what we'll go on to talk about, is really you discerning of who's even worth your time and energy and who's just trying to use it. Okay. Use it and abuse it. Once you discern that, you're golden, baby. I'm telling you, you'll have people to pick from, but your mind can't be in the gutter about yourself. Okay. But I was literally sitting in the car. I'm looking at all these construction workers and I'm like, I just always think to myself, I'm like, I really wonder what my man is going to do. I've told you guys before, I particularly don't care what he does as long as he's not fucking miserable every day. Don't be miserable. Do something that you like. If you want to be a construction worker, baby, put those boots on. Walk in maybe without your pants on and some boots. I don't know. You like to wear suits? Okay, I like suits too. Put a suit on. Let me fix that tie. I don't know. Okay? And this is what I'm saying is stop putting so much pressure on yourselves. These women will actually eventually be like, damn, this guy doesn't put up with my bullshit? That's hot. Doesn't matter what the fuck you look like, Ultimately, with respect, and again, you have to earn respect. You can't just you don't just get it, okay? I think about it and I'm like, okay, how am I gonna respect? I mean, I respect men, no matter what. However, in order for me to respect him to make decisions for me or the family or kids, what do I have to do to count on a man? Well, he has to show up. So little things. I was watching a guy do yard work today and I was like, oh my gosh, dude, the weeds where I live are just ridiculous. I can't even handle it. And when I thought about it, I was like, dude, is my husband gonna just know? Take care of it. I don't want to have to ask anybody. It's do you live in the same house as me? Okay, well then fucking figure it out. But, you know, it's little things like that that will help me, like, take on whatever he needs me to take on for him, you know?
But what you're doing here is giving the man a chance to prove himself. And that's the major difference. A lot of times men don't have but a small fraction of a chance to prove themselves. And it usually comes at a high cost with a lot of these modern women. Like, you have to take me out on a $200, $300 date to even catch my attention. And then you have to do 2 or 3 of these at least, in order for me to start even considering that I might allow you to have a 4th date. And then maybe after about a month of this type of pressure and this effort, then, you know, maybe we can talk about possibly being exclusive, possibly me reciprocating after a month of this type of interaction. After a month of this type of attention, we can talk about it. And men are like, I don't know if it's worth it.
But I can't be doing everything, man, you know? Just, I don't know, I just think about these little things. But overall, just try to be a good person. Love yourself. Figure out what that means to you. And yeah, get away from the nasty, dirty ones, okay? The ones with poor morals and values. The ones that have cheated, would cheat, yeah, get away from those. Unless you're just trying to bang, then, you know, do you. Because maybe those ones will just leave you alone anyways, right? But just make sure you stay away from the scary ones, okay? You have to ask yourself, why does this person want to talk to me? And this is scary because for people with attachment wounds, when good girls come by you, you're like, why would this girl want to talk to me? Subconsciously, you might say that, and you might push a good girl away. But you have to ask yourself, like, what's in it for them, you know? And then I try to think about myself, okay, like, if a guy came around me, like, what they could think the same thing. They'd be like, what's in it for this chick, right? Genuinely, you have to look at, like, if you're coming around a person like me, you have to, like, look at how is she in life? I'm the same way to everyone, right? I genuinely love people, men and women, and don't be fucking weird in a good way, you know? Where I want to see how I can come into somebody's life and better their life. My friends, my family, men, women, it doesn't matter. Kids, animals, you know? And so I think that sometimes when people encounter me and they haven't met someone like that, they're like, oh, what is this girl like up to, right? Like, she's up to something shady. Yeah, get to know them, okay? Like, does your chick only talk about, like, money? Like, what does she talk about with you? Is she so surface level? Like, oh, money and materialistic things and this and that? Like, is that what she talks about? Because then, yeah, that's a red flag. Like, probably not a good human being. Like, she's probably talking to you for God knows what, okay? I don't know. After watching a fucking nasty chick manipulate someone, I can't even, like, I know what happens. And it's sad. And it's sad because it might be hard. But, again, you would pick up on these red flags. You would. The more you get to know yourself, because the second that they step out of line, you can't just be so forgiving. You have to be like, oh, I'm going to pause. All right, I'm going to pause, and I'm going to take in this piece of information of them having a red flag, and I'm going to say, okay, let me back away a little bit until I get to know them, and I'm not going to continue deepening the connection, even if it's friendly, okay? So, I don't know. We have to talk more, okay? We have to talk more, and we have to build you guys up more. Whoops, my bad. We have to build you guys up more, so you don't end up in these shenanigans with these wild crazies. All right? But in case nobody told you today, you probably look fine as fuck, okay? If you're a man, chef's kiss. The world would not be as beautiful without you, okay? I love you.
I appreciate this, and that's what a lot of men are saying. Would be nice if we receive some flowers every now and then. Be nice if we received a compliment every now and then. Be nice. It would be nice if every now and then somebody would decide, hey man, I'm going to take you out. Hey man, I'm going to treat you. It'll be, oh, well, my girls do this. Yeah, maybe your girls do that, but y'all are not doing that for men. Y'all have men taking you out. You know you're not interested in that man, and you're allowing that man to pay for you without giving him anything in return. You're taking from the market and you're putting nothing back in. And so when the market says, I'm going to go away because there's no customers here. Everybody wants, all of these modern women want a free trial. All of these women, all of these customers I'm trying to serve want a free trial. Nobody ever wants to commit. Well, you need to improve your product. You see people keep on trying you, but nobody wants to commit. Okay, so I have to go away and improve my product. But after product improvement for so long, and even with product improvement, I need some good feedback. I need some good data to say, okay, what do I need to improve? A lot of y'all keep on saying the same thing. Oh, you need to improve this part of your product. I've already improved that. And I've actually, you know what? I'm going to test this out on different markets and see if they're saying the same thing. And what happens, and this is why men go overseas, what happens is they test this out in different markets and multiple different people, clients say, oh, yeah, man, yeah, I love this product. It's the best. One of the greatest products I've come across. And so they leave and go over there and they sell over there and they're more successful because that's the market for them. Yeah, well, you wasn't good enough to sell here. This is the top market. This is a premium market. I'm making money. That's the goal, isn't it? To make money and be successful. So I'm making money. Yeah, but it's not a premium product. Says who? Says who? If they like it, and guess what? Let's say it's not a premium product. Let's say it's a bottom of the barrel product. I'm now receiving data from my clients so that I can actually improve. And when I ask questions, they give me not only feedback, but good quality feedback to where I can improve my product. You get what I'm saying? With modern women, they don't give you any good feedback. They just say it's trash and they discard it. But when you go over here to some of these ladies, they say, oh man, well, you need to improve this, or you need to do a little bit more on your body. You need to work this out, or you need to shave, or you need to get a haircut, or you might need a little bit of more education in this area. If this is the place that you're going to be talking, well, how do I do that? I'll show you, or I'll help you. But you've got to do the work. Okay, great. Point me in the right direction. And they go do the work. They come back a better man. And the man says, why leave? If this is the person that's going to give me constant feedback and is going to buy my product, why leave? And that's why you see some men stay over there, overseas, where they met their wife at. If I'm getting good feedback, good results over here, why leave? My product is loved and adored. I have family. I have friends over here. I had to learn language. I had to do things differently. But my family's over here now. I come back to the States, visit the people that I know. I love my family, my friends, right? I got family over here. I got friends over here. But I do spend a lot of time over there as well, because they actually like me for who I am.